We are here for the Ancient Secrets of the Anunnaki Revealed. Yeah, by Billy Carson. And I have with me Alexis. I'll have her introduce herself. Hi, Alexis.
Hello. What a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
A fabulous occasion. Billy Carson has done it again, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you kindly introduce yourself to the public and let them know who you are?
My name's Alexis Brooks. I have a little show called Higher Journeys with Alexis Brooks on YouTube, as well as another show, a little bigger of a show called The Proof is Out There on the History Channel. And we cover all of these things. I mean, look, we're living in a time, look at the people here. There is a vested interest in these sorts of topics now. We didn't see this 10, 15 years ago. So by seeing all of this interest, all of the work that Billy is doing, we're starting to see a paradigm shift in what people are finding important. So this is really exciting for those of us in this community that do this work and do this research, that there are indeed secrets that have been kept from us about us. And this documentary, which I had the pleasure of narrating for Billy, is something that I think a lot of people are going to resonate with, because I think there's something in many of us where we know that there's missing information, and we know that we're connected to something, but we didn't quite know what it was. Billy and people like Billy, myself as a researcher, we've done this work, we've dug in hard, and there's still a lot that we don't know. But I think that the answers are starting to come, the recognition's starting to come, the curiosity factor is going up, and the urgency, most importantly, is going up. So I think that's why we're seeing all these people here today, and I'm really excited.
Yes, I'm excited too. It's been very, very amazing. And yes, I do agree with you when you say we always feel like we're connected to something.
Yeah.
So we feel there should always be more, and then it gets us to start searching.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's very nice.
So yeah, we're really excited. This has been a long time in the making. I think Billy's been working on this project at least for 2 years. Well, really a lot more, because he's done so much travel, so much digging, putting all of this material together to tell a story in a very methodical way. And I know everyone here is going to be pleased with the production, and it's just first class. So yay for Billy Carson. Really.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. And I love the due diligence he puts in his work. It's so well detailed, well documented, well researched. So when you're listening to Billy, you've got some good quality information. That's so important. With so much false information out there, or mixed information and altered information, it's just nice to get the story as it is. As it was, as it is.
And one thing that Billy reminds us all to do, particularly those that follow his work, is don't trust what I say. This is him talking. I say the same thing. Get out and do your own research. Follow up on those inclinations that you're having on your own. The information is out there. We are living in the age of information, but not just information that we would find on the internet, so to speak, but information that's here. A lot of people are getting intuitive promptings that are impossible to ignore, but we have the ability now to follow up with that, to really dig in and tell our own story. So it's an exciting time for sure.
It's definitely an exciting time for sure. Yes. And then I do agree with you. Let's go within and we'll find our answers. Let's start asking questions, and the questions will be answered.
Yeah.
And I'm Christian, so I use more of the Bible. So when you just rely on one book, one religious book,
right,
I felt like I was very limited. But the more you open yourself up to reading more other books and seeing the similarities and say, wait a minute, we're connecting. There's a similar story in almost every book. How come? What's going on?
Right.
So that starts the
You're
questions.
An investigator. I heard someone say recently, and I thought it was so profound, that the Bible and other books like it, the Quran, the Torah, are really research books. They tell a story, but we have a right to question that story too. There are different versions of the Bible, as an example. I have read versions of the Bible where the 23rd Psalm, as an example, didn't resemble what we know in the King James Version at all. But at the same time, there are, I guess, sort of perennial messages that run throughout all of these religious books that are worth noting and investigating further. So, yeah.
That's very true. Truly agree with you. So looking forward to seeing what your opinion will be after the show, and looking forward to the show as well. Yes. So what do you have to say about Billy Carson's mission and his work that he's doing for the world?
Well, look, I've known Billy for a long time. We're very close friends. He's been on my show numerous times, so we've become closer and gotten to know each other personally. Billy has overcome incredible odds. He, I believe, was born into a blueprint to do great things, and he's humble about it. That's the first thing I'll tell you. But I think that, like so many people that are finding themselves, quote unquote, waking up now, there's an urgency to fulfill the mission. And the other thing I'll say is he's always discovering new things. It's never an open and shut case with him. There's always more to discover, more dots to connect. And I have never seen someone with the tenacity that he's exhibited throughout all these years. And it's just, what can you say? He's a human being like all of us, right? So there's always glitches and mistakes and things to learn, but he knows that. But his tenacity is unmatched. And his ability to retain information is really something. So that's my little bro. That's my little bro. Believe it, even though he's a tall guy, but yeah.
Yeah, he does seem quite tall. Yes. All right. So could you kindly tell the people what you do? How they can get?
I'm a journalist by trade. I've been doing it for a long, long time. But my home online is higherjourneys.com. You can find me there. My YouTube channel, Higher Journeys with Alexis Brooks. I have a video long-form podcast where I interview people like Billy and others. I am an author as well as a coach. I am getting ready to do a keynote presentation at Contact in the Desert, which is the largest UFO conference, I believe, in the world. So I'll be coming back out to the West Coast in a few weeks to do a keynote there. And we're all of us in this community are really just moving fast because so many people are wanting this information. So it's just, I'm honored to be able to do that and work alongside Billy in that regard. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm honored on your behalf as well. I'm excited for you. So when is the Contact in the Desert?
Contact in the Desert UFO Conference. It's the 10th anniversary. It's out yonder in the desert. It's Indian Wells, California, and it's a 3 or 4 day workshops, keynote presentations, panels. It's a great time to commune, to learn more about the phenomenon we call the ET UFO phenomenon, which we know is a very large subject, multi-layered. And we've got everyone from experiencers, those who believe themselves to be in contact with non-human intelligence, to Harvard theologians and academicians who have researched it from that perspective. Obviously, we're looking at loads of information coming out about potential government cover-up, to what extent. So this is really a convergence of information right now when it comes to the subject, of which this film will be touching on, by the way, in terms of the non-human connection, the extraterrestrial connection. So Contact will be kind of a synthesis of all of those things. You should come.
Thank you so much, Alexis. Such a pleasure.
Likewise.
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Absolutely.
All the very best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, from my higher self to your higher self, I thank you. Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.